Yo, this joint is like 15 minutes. This is Code Vein 2 gameplay presentation, bro. I kinda wanna see the gameplay for this. We've seen some trailers. I feel like we should see some gameplay. Just to know just to see what we're about to get into. Cause I think I am gonna cop this game. I ain't gonna lie. It's either that I'm gonna play on stream or I'm probably most likely off stream. But I wanna replay the first one though. I do. But that took me a minute to beat. Even though I didn't beat it. I literally went to the end. I beat the boss after you faced the twins. And then you had another boss to fight. I beat him, and that's where I stopped at. Like, literally. It's like towards the end of the game, I believe. I was just grinding materials to get my status up, bro, because, like, guys be hard to kill. It don't look crazy, though. Woo! It don't look...
Hello, and welcome to a gameplay presentation of Code Vein 2. I'm Dan Tack, a member of Bandai Namco Entertainment America, and today I'll be walking you through character creation, a taste of some of the characters you're going to meet along the way, exploration and the world, and an exciting look at the first major boss you'll face in the game.
Nah, he got that swag on. Also, I see the kicks, bro. I see what you got going on.
Without further ado, let's get into the action.
You got that swag on.
So before we take you into the action proper, we've got to create a character.
Hold on. What's his name again? My bad.
Welcome to a gameplay presentation.
My fault. What's his name again? Let me focus up, bro. My bad.
Hello, and welcome to a gameplay presentation of Code Vein 2. I'm Dan Tack, a member of Bandai Namco Entertainment America, and today I'll be walking you through character creation, a taste of some of the characters you're going to meet along the way, exploration and the world.
Nah, he really got that shit on.
An exciting look at the first major boss you'll face in the game. Without further ado, let's get into the action.
Okay, let me see.
So before we take you into the action proper, we've got to create a character. And Code Vein 2 features an extremely robust character creator suite of options. Right now we're looking at some of the presets that you can...
I'm not gonna lie, they do go crazy with the character, with the customization for your characters. I will say that. I was on that joint for like a good minute of just customizing my character, bro. I kind of miss playing the first one, but at the same time, I don't.
But you can create your character.
It's really not my type of game, but I played that joint anyway because it was the story. Like, I like the story, bro. Like, that's what carried it for me.
Down to the last detail. Eyes, hair, scars, all kinds of different things that you can tweak and design to your exact specifications. But if you feel like just picking one of the presets and getting right into the action, you can do that too. As you can see, we have all kinds of different hairstyles, all kinds of different options for you to pick from. And you can spend a lot of time in this character creator. I know I have. And you can get things just right. You can spend hours in here if you want. But you can also just take a preset. The presets are also awesome, and they come with some really cool outfits. But you can, again, it's not just setting your makeup. It's not just setting your eyes. You're going to be picking your outfit completely. Hats, accessories, masks, capes, whatever you want. You know, they're all here from the very serious to the very goofy options. They're all available for you, depending on what you want to do. I mean, look at these hats. Look, I definitely want to go with, look at those ears. I want some of those. I'm getting a pair of those. So that's my character.
What ears? The cat ears?
Like. And as you can see here, it extends to full outfits that you can have too.
Oh, the coat? I see the coat.
I'm thinking you might spend a lot of time in here if you're one of those players that likes to...
Hold on, we can hit the JoJo pose? Hey, listen. Listen, yo, I think I'm about to have fun with this shit. I'm about to have fun with this, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Really customize your character. And if you don't,
also the side missions too.
Just
the side missions are fun in the first one too. I think there were side missions. Wasn't there DLC too?
Set up to look at, you can change
all the
aspects of it too. Get the great screenshot, share it with your friends, and we're getting right into it.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. All right then, I need you to wake up now.
Hopefully it's not the follow-up of the other one though. Yo, wait, the first Code Vein. Didn't it have like 3 different endings? I could have swore it had like 3 different endings. I didn't know what ending I was going to get. I really don't. I'm actually curious what ending I was going to get, but like I said, I didn't even beat the joint. I just stopped playing it because life got busy. And also I kept crashing on one boss fight. The hell? You just wake up with a baddie next to you? Is this what we're doing? That never happened in the first. Yo, what in the world? Oh no, hold on. She has a hole in her chest.
Ah, you've come too. As I feared, the memories may still take some time to return. Forgive me, I certainly didn't mean to startle you. My name is Lou Magmel. I am a revenant. Bear with me, for this may come as a shock.
In the coffin?
You have died once already.
Yeah, that's how it usually starts. Remember in the first one, we got betrayed by our friend. Actually, it wasn't betrayal, was it? Or was they sleeping in a coffin?
This is where I used a ritual to resurrect you.
Oh,
I gave
ritual.
half of my heart in order to restore yours.
Oh, now that's a W.
As a consequence, we now share the same heart, you and I. We are two lives intertwined as one.
Okay.
You
So
see,
you have no choice to be with. Yo, what in the world, bro? Yo, that's crazy.
well, all things considered. I'm glad.
The heck? Where'd she go? Probably
Do
in
you
your
think you can
thoughts.
stand?
Oh, no, never mind.
There is someone that I'd very much like for you to meet. I know it's all new, but it's okay. You can trust me.
Hmm?
And
here's
just like that, we
some
are
gameplay.
off to the races. This
I
is
shall guide
Lou.
you.
Lou is the first character in the game we're going to meet, and a character that's one of our companions. You'll encounter many of these over the course of the game. Lou is a revenant who has
How
a
do you
very,
feel?
very special power in
Don't
this game.
hesitate
In
to
fact,
tell
the
me
only
if you don't
revenant
feel
that can
well.
control time. So this will be very important as we move through the game, her special ability.
I might take everything back because the game looks good. This actually looks good.
And like all companions,
It was just different because of the character designs. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I was a fan of the first one, of how they look. So I'm saying like, yo, like they had swag. I'm saying like, yo, like they just look fire to me. So when it looked different on the second one, I'm saying like, I was a little skeptical. I was like, I didn't know how I feel about it, but now I'm saying like, oh, like. Just looking at this, like the graphics.
will also travel with you and fight with you.
Let's take the elevator
Each
to
companion
the
has special
surface.
abilities that they bring to combat.
Oh, that looks
and
insane.
you can also assimilate your ally for some extra bonus powers, but we'll talk about that later.
Yo, does she have a big scythe just like that other chick? Cause she helped me defeat the twins, but the twins, I will always bring up the twins. They were the most annoying boss ever, bro.
For now, we've just started the journey here in Magmel, and we're going to be heading out into the world.
I don't know which one I was on longest. The first boss, like the very first boss, or the twins, bro. Hate them too.
So this island of Magmel is sort of a tutorial area for the player to get used to things before heading out into the
Harlan is
greater world.
back. I just peeped.
So we'll get a taste of the
Our
action here.
destination is the tower on the hill.
Yo, this looks beautiful.
And you see we just picked up some flour
Until a
there. You
century
can find
ago,
all kinds of useful
Magma
consumables in the
was a
world that you can
research
use to craft
institute
helpful tools and
dedicated to the
items.
investigation of formulae.
So obviously things like flour and other food items will help us make some
refer to
tasty
the
treats
unique
that might give us
abilities
some
of
bonuses,
evidence,
buffs, or healing.
conventionally
Okay,
known as
that's what's
enchantments,
up.
Curses and the
And I'm sitting here like, I don't even play Elden Ring. But I'm planning to play Dark Souls though. I do want to get into Dark Souls. But Elden Ring, for some reason, I'll sit and watch people play Elden Ring, bro. But also play games like this. But it's crazy that I bring up Code Vein is because Code Vein is one of the most games that I mostly struggle with. I will say that. I be struggling on Code Vein, bro. I was not nice. I was garbage. But I had to farm some things. I mean, it's a huge, it was a huge learning curve for me because I thought especially the very first boss is easy to beat. Definitely wasn't for Code Vein for me because I had to use a certain ability to or a certain skill to beat the first boss. I thought it was just slice and dice, just like, oh yeah, like I could beat him easily. It's like, nah. What I had to learn is that like I had to get some things up, work on my materials, and use a certain skill to beat him. That's literally how I learned when it comes to these games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Code Vein, bro. Like you gotta use certain things. At least that's just me though. And then you got other people in the comments just talking like this. Oh well, you really don't need to use this. Like you can actually use this. It's just a skill issue. Skill issue. Hate them type of people, bro.
Like,
Most ignorant and arrogant people ever, bro. My bad if I'm yabbing a lot. It's just true. Who's this?
Another world snuffed from existence.
Oh! Explosions already? Who set off the nuke? That's how the game started?
Luckily, the residents were all evacuated in time, thanks in no small part to your efforts. My name is Lavinia Rhoda. It is I who carries on the great Idris's mission and legacy.
Idris. Do we know it, Idris? Is it from the first one?
It is you, though, who must save the world of man.
Maybe not. I don't know. She tall as hell.
So these Lavinia and Lou are basically going to be your companions here at the beginning here to get you through this. The concept of we're going to travel to the past to save the present. Essentially, it's a Code Vein 2 hinges on time travel as a huge element of it. So basically, we're going to go to the past to save the future, more or less.
What?
So that's very important here in establishing the plot. We've now entered a ruins area, which is sort of an introductory dungeon area. And here you're getting a quick taste of the combat. We're getting some blocking, some rolling. You can see these little slashes accumulate on the enemies there. Those are bleeds, and we can capitalize on that by attacking with the jail item, which will give us Ichor, which is the resource we're going to be using to facilitate our special attacks and special abilities. So it's very important in the pace of combat to put some slashes on the enemy and then essentially acquire them to keep your pool of resources high. With this introductory sword, we've got this nice little, as you can see, sort of a dash lunge attack, which can help us close the distance to enemy very quickly, get in and out of combat easily. It's a very useful introductory move that you'll have on your starting blade. As you can see, we're maneuvering around the enemy here, getting behind them, executing a nice little stagger and a crit attack.
Oh yeah,
those are tons of damage.
Don't that restore
opponents?
Something? I could have swore when you do that.
As you can see, in this smaller dungeon, there's still plenty of little items to find, consumables, and more important items as well. We're swapping here to a different weapon.
Yo, do we play this when this comes out?
So here we have the Statesman's Longbow. This is an awesome way to do damage at range and also fire at targets across that are too far for you to hit. This does consume the Ichor resource, so you'll have to be replenishing your supplies of that as you move through the game. This is actually in a side category of item called Bequeathed Forme. And there are different things that you can put in this slot other than the bow, but those are going to be kind of a surprise, so we're not going to tell you what the other ones are. But you'll see the bow used here. We can use it to take out this target at range, like so. And this is actually a very important map object that we've just destroyed, and it will unlock large chunks of the map for you to see in the overworld. And now we're going to skip ahead a little bit into the next section of the ruins. We're a bit deeper into this introductory dungeon down below. And we have swapped weapons to the bayonet. This is an interesting weapon archetype in the game. You'll find different varieties of this. It does allow for both ranged and melee combat. So you'll need ammunition to do the ranged, but it's got quite an interesting moveset, as you can see, in melee range as well. So this is a really cool sort of versatile playstyle that you can employ if you like bayonets.
Yo, that's fire. There's different, like,
it's pretty useful here
classes
in this area
that you can do.
You know, trying to navigate.
Wait, all in one, like, wheel? Like this little wheel right here that you can select? Yo, I don't even know if did I even barely play the first one, bro? Because was you able to do that or no? I think I just had a weapon, like a sword.
These narrow corridors and two ranged enemies that are shooting us from afar. So the bayonet will let us shoot back, as well as get in their face.
Nah,
So
we can
depending on how you
shoot,
like to play,
yo.
the bayonet might be a great option. There's multiple options for you to check out as you go through the game, different archetypes.
I might have to use the bayonet, bro. I'm trying to shoot some.
Of course, the bayonets, again, they do need ammunition, so we might have to reload here soon, as you can see there. And as you can see, Noah, our companion Noah, is talking to us right now, but you don't see him on the screen. That's because he's currently assimilated. So in this game, you're going to have a partner or a companion.
Yes.
But you can choose whether that companion is active and out on the field, or you're basically assimilating them to tap into their powers. So we're getting some bonuses, as you can see reflected at the bottom of the screen, of being buffed.
Oh, you can use your
by
companion's
Noah
powers?
right now, even though he's not out on the field.
Wait, there's a thing for that too in the first one. Like, you could do a joint thing. No? I could have swore you could, like, did that in the first one.
So if you like to play solo, or if you like to play with a companion, you can fit the play style to that.
Wow. That's
Now we've moved a
fire.
little further along in the ruins. We're using the runic blades. Quite an unusual weapon, as you can see, sort of hovering behind us. It's a very unique play style and very different than a lot of the other melee weapons in the game. And as you can see, the bow can come in handy in combat as well, with a quick flip. And we're going in there. There we go. And yeah, in these ruins again, lots of little things to pick up as you go through. So here we are. Now we're heading to the first major boss of the game. And as you can see, we've got our partner Noah with us to help on this fight. He'll be trying to take some of the boss's attention, doing some damage. Every partner has their own special abilities and attacks that they bring to the table.
Okay.
So really handy to have during these big boss battles. But of course, you're still going to have to be doing quite a bit of dodging, blocking, getting in there, and learning the boss
Parrying.
moveset as well.
All of that. You got a parry and all that shit.
We've accumulated quite a few bleeds on the dejected assailant here.
That's the only thing I suck at is
So once
parrying.
you've got an enemy nice and bleeding like that, you know, you can capitalize on that with the jail item, which we haven't talked about a whole lot. This is an auxiliary weapon type, and it comes in different forms. So you'll probably see one of them coming up here as we capitalize on what we've done to him.
You finna die?
Getting some heals in.
I'll try to kind of
Of
go
course, you're going to want to
crazy.
keep your ichor high so you can continue to use your special abilities and powers, which will make a big impact in fights like this. You can see we've got a stagger on him there. Now we're going to execute an attack with our jail. Gives you an AoE attack, sort of a cone attack in front of you.
Whoa!
And, of course, you'll crit with the jail as well anytime you've staggered an opponent. So here we're moving into Phase 2. As you can see, our boss has kind of lost his head. There was a cinematic here involved with the Phase 2 transition, but
Yeah,
keeping
voice
that out so we
spoilers.
can keep it a surprise later.
Facts.
But with that, he's gained new abilities as he's now holding his head, and he has a whole new moveset due to that. And you'll see here we're getting in there with that slash. The starter sword only has one special attack, but it's still very useful. Here we're charging up our jail. Look at that. Getting in with the jail can attack by itself as well. So nice little spinny scythe attack there with the Reaper jail. And the jails come in different flavors. So depending on your playstyle, you'll pick one that fits the situation. Got the boss back in the corner here, doing some really, really great damage. course, with his head on now on his arm, he's got all kinds of different attacks, including head lasers, which you never want to mess with. Ooh, this isn't looking very good.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
well, that was a really good attempt. Didn't quite make it. Thanks for joining us today for this taste of Code Vein 2's gameplay. Stay tuned for our social channels for exciting news and updates on the game. Code Vein 2 releases on January 30th, 2026, and is available for pre-order right now.
Jeez.
Thanks for joining us today, everybody.
Yo, I think we're on this when this drops. This looks comp, like genuinely speaking, but at the same time, and I'll keep repeating myself in case you guys don't hear. I'm usually bad at these type of games, but I play them anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to get too comfortable of games I'm like similar with. Sometimes I gotta step out the box. And somewhat down the road, I'm trying to play some Dark Souls and stuff like that. But this right here, since I played the first one, I am planning to play the second one. But I gotta beat the first one like fully. So I'm gonna try to do that on my own time, or maybe record it, post it. I'm not even sure yet. But we are on this. Whenever this comes out, bro, we are on that.